GAO. Less than half of school districts test water for lead. Washington, AP. A survey of school districts around the country finds that less than half test their water for lead, and among those that do, more than a third detected elevated levels of the toxin, according to a federal report released Tuesday. It can cause brain damage and learning disabilities in children. Ad choice advertising and red invented by TEDS. The report, released by the Government Accountability Office, is based on a survey of 549 school districts across the United States. It estimates that 41% of school districts, serving 12 million students, did not test for lead in the water in 2016 and 2017. Of the 43% that did test for lead, about 37% reported elevated levels. 16% of schools said they did not know whether they test for lead, the report says. Advertisement. A 2005 memorandum signed by the Environmental Protection Agency, the Department of Education and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention provides guidance to schools, including a testing protocol and suggestions for disseminating results, educating the school community about the risks and health effects of exposure and what actions should be taken to correct the problem. But there are still major information gaps, the report says, and no federal law that requires schools to test for lead. Without information on key topics, such as a recommended schedule for lead testing, how to remediate elevated lead levels, and information associated with testing and remediation costs, school districts are at risk of making misinformed decisions regarding their lead testing and remediation efforts, the report says. More than half of the schools that didn't test for lead said they didn't identify a need for testing, and noted that they're not required to do so. The report makes 7 recommendations that include updating existing guidance to help schools choose a level that would trigger remediation, increasing collaboration between agencies, and improving efforts to communicate to school districts the importance of lead testing and information about what actions to take if lead is detected. Advertisement. EPA agreed with the report's recommendations, and the Education Department in its response agreed to improve its website to make information about lead testing more accessible. By Taboola. Sponsored links. Promoted links. You may like Vikings. Free online game. Play this for 1 minute and see why everyone is addicted. Vikings. Free online game. Undo Babel. This app will have you speaking a new language in 3 weeks. Babel Undo Shapel. Are you afraid of losing your luggage? Don't worry now, Chaplundwa fashionable. These silver wedding dresses transformations will surprise every man. A fashionable and vintage real estate Hollywood-inspired homes in Dubai starting $300,000 USD. Vintage real estate und Top Man Fun. 10 most breathtaking highways of the world. Top Man Fanundo.